My name is Ragnarok. Today we're gonna do a podcast. Just gonna talk about some stuff. Everything from paranormal to experiences that we had to some dark and mysterious stuff, animals, cryptics, and religion, everything in between.
Exactly.
So, first thing I want to talk about with you is the paranormal. We've been advocates of the paranormal for
A week, I
quite
think. I think for a week we've been together for this.
dude, we've been talking about this stuff for 4 years now. We've been hard on the paranormal, man. Um,
We experienced it. We fucking know
oh
how
yeah,
it is.
oh yeah. We come first encounter face to face with some crazy shit in Norway.
Bro, I think I realized it when that fucking place was cheap. I should have known it was fucking haunted by the pictures that I've seen. I was like, yep,
Dude, it
good
was.
place.
I mean, the first thing that you thought about whenever you looked at it on the photos when we were like, getting all our shit together. What were
Yeah.
your first thoughts? Like, it's a big wooden house from the 1980s, and maybe even before that. She said it was very old, right? She said it
It's
was
a
like,
very old building, very old building.
yeah,
Just for a fact. I think okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I just wanted that place because because of the fucking fireplace. That's it. There was a fireplace there, and I'm like, yes, that's it. And because I thought it was gonna be relaxing, I thought it's gonna be nice. So I was like, yeah, it's cheap. I mean, it's a little bit fucking far away. What was the place called again?
Nesotagan.
Nesotagen. Yeah. Fucking hell, bro! The amount of times we fucking fell down because of that shitty
Yeah,
snow.
the thin ice. It was the first time I've seen snow in my life, and it was with you. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I
You've
remember
seen.
you've seen me as soon as I came down the airport. The first thing I did was run towards the snow, like head on, and I just grabbed it, and I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is snow."
Yeah, you're. I'm not gonna lie to you. You kind of ran right towards the snow as well when there's car passing by. You just ran straight to it because
Yeah,
there was like a little place where like the cars were driving. You just ran straight through it just to touch snow, and I'm like, fair enough. Go for it. But from the experience that we had with the ghosts, all right, what was the first activity that we actually saw? I think what we heard like footsteps, was it, or we saw something move? I
so
think I think it was the candle. Do you remember the candle when it was acting up?
mm, you
It
you
was
know,
that.
funny thing about that, you remember we were with Vladi,
Mm.
and once upon a time, like a few years ago, we went to a friend, and his mom is like a mystic, and she plays with candles and tarot cards and all that shenanigans, bro. She, so she had this technique, weird technique, that she'd like sit, make a person sit in front of a flame,
Yeah.
and the flame would like get the energy of the person, and it will like go big if the person have a lot of problems, and it will go very small if the person is like sold out in life.
Yeah.
When Vladi sat in front of the flames, dude, it was just the flame was like this. I'm not even joking. It was fucking enormous, man. I remember I was looking at it and I was looking at Vladi and he was like, kurva.
Kurva.
Dude, it was so. You need to see the face that man made. And when we were in Norway and
Yeah.
the flames started like dancing and stuff, it
Mm.
was freaking weird because all the windows were closed. Yeah, it was like minus 20 outside. But Jesus Christ, dude, I've seen his face, and I've seen that face before. It's not the first
Mm.
time.
Yeah.
He knew something is wrong. But I think the thing that made me be like, okay, there's something here, the first time, was when we seen flies all over the apartment. And it was like minus 20 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
minus 20 degrees Celsius. Like, it's insane.
It
Flies
was
shouldn't
fun.
be alive.
That's the thing. Normally, the flies would not. Well, not alive, but they'll be in their little shitty cocoon there, where they'll be like, waiting till the winter passes.
Yeah, they will be sleeping. And then when
But
spring comes up, they need to hatch like in massive numbers. But in minus 20?
that was weird for me personally, bro. I think the only thing that scared me was the goddamn attic that we had. That attic
You should have
creeped me out.
not checked that out, dude. I don't know what she did, but she knew something is weird is gonna happen, and she just stood like across the street and stared into the window to see us. Just
That's
dead. She was
yeah.
just dead silent like this, looking at our apartment. Dude, that was freaky.
She said she was just walking around, but goddamn, at that time, what time was it? I think it was like what, 11 p.m.
No, it
It
was
was,
more than that. It was midnight, between midnight and 1 a.m., something like that. That was fucking
yeah.
crazy.
And I remembered because I kept saying like I wanted to check out the attic because I thought I heard footsteps. I thought I heard stuff up there. So when I pulled it down to check, I saw her because like the attic was right here. So when the
Hmm.
stairs came down, the window was over there.
Yeah.
So basically, we saw her from afar, and she just texted me, and she's like, "Do not go to the attic. Like, do not go into the attic." Multiple times. Even though I said, "Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna close it up again. We gotta close it up again." If she said, "Yeah, it's fine. It's just like personal belongings. It's cool." No, she literally just said, "No, just don't go to the attic. That's it."
Yeah, she
And
was
that's when I
very
was like,
persistent
"Yeah,
about it. Like, if you say to someone like, "Okay, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'm not gonna do that again," usually they'll be like, "Yeah, okay, cool. Just really don't do that again. It's very important to me." But she was like, "No, just don't freaking open the thing. You're not allowed in there."
yeah."
And like we rented the whole place. Like,
Hmm.
don't say like we rented like only one floor. No, we had two floors, a basement that we found out about later,
Yep.
and the attic. It's insane, and she was so adamant to just make us just not touch it. And you know what's the craziest thing?
Mm.
That the room in the shower, the little cabinet
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
with the
yeah.
scary photos, like weird paintings and illustrations of ancient witches and shit like that. And the library we had in the second floor with all the satanic books and stuff.
Yo, that actually creeped me out. I think that when I just pulled up the random book and that's pentagrams and all that stuff, I was like, "Ew, I think we rented out the wrong place." I
Again,
feel like
so
we rented out the wrong
you need to
place.
understand, I learned a little bit of demonology, you know, I'm very much into that.
Mm.
Pentagrams are a good thing. Pentagrams are repelling demons. They're against, they're like protection seals from the Book of Solomon all the way to the uh, uh, current religion today. They're a
Mm.
good sign. Jews actually use them in repelling all the stuff, but we don't have really um, demons in my country because it's the Holy Land, they call it.
Yes.
And oh, so a friend of mine told me a crazy story. I'm pretty sure he's watching right now. It's the guy that I told you about that works with me.
Mm-hmm.
So when he was in high school, he's my age today, he's 27, and he told me that he had a teacher that is like he was a Catholic priest in the in Vatican, in the Vatican,
Yeah.
and he was an exorcist approved by the Vatican, right?
Yes.
And he told me that he asked them, like, he looked some background on him, and they figured that out, like, you know, on an accident. So we come and confronted him about it, and he was like, "Yo, what's all this about?" And he was like, "I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It's way in my past. I don't want to talk about it." And he was a bit more persistent, and the guy was just like, "Yeah, I was performing exorcisms. I did one exorcism, and after that, I left the subject. It was too horrifying. I left the country, and he came to Israel because he said, you don't have demons here. It's like this place is protected by the word of God." And after that, he told me that the guy went to see his family in America,
Yeah.
and as soon as he got back, I think it was like a month later, he literally died, and no one knows what the cause. The doctors
Okay,
could.
hold up, hold up. He died of what though? Died
No,
of what?
that's the thing. The doctors couldn't then identify a problem with him. There was nothing. He just dropped dead.
Heart attack? Anything?
Nothing. The guy was in perfect shape. 53 years old, working out, having a family. Everything was fine. He was just found dead in his apartment, like literally on the couch. Some weird shit, bro. And it's like it makes you think like, is this stuff real? Like, is this stuff like waited for him or some shit like that? It's so weird to think about that.
I mean, we both know exactly what it is if we think about it.
I
It could
mean,
be anything.
from
It could it could be if we're talking about in a perspective of a person that doesn't believe in that kind of stuff, he will most likely say heart attack or something. Or in the
there
end,
should be
if
a
someone has
rational
a heart,
explanation.
if they say heart attack, in the end of the day, we don't know because when you have a heart attack, boom, you're dead. Doesn't matter. People can't know if you had a heart attack or not. If you say you stayed at your own place alone,
Hmm.
so it's we don't know. We have no idea. It could be that, or it could be something different. That's why I say it's something that you have to see in a different type of view. I personally think it could be both. It could be either he just had that luck of
I don't
either
know if
being
you can call
possessed
it
or
luck.
controlled.
This is more of an unluck.
Unluck, more like well, luck that he experienced that, I guess, and not tell the tale of how it happened.
Mhm.
If we're talking about that, or just unluck by dying from a heart attack, it happened multiple times. There's even videos that I've seen from people that died just like that, as well. It could be a heart attack. It happens in a snap, so that's why it's something that we can't really know, to be honest.
You
It's
know
something,
when
yeah.
when 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 I saw the flies in the apartment, I started to be like, okay, this is really weird. There's no explanation for that. But the thing that really caught me, and I remember that, dude. I remember that so well. So I was taking a shower. It was right after you, and Vladi was asleep because he had his blood, his sugar, go down,
Yeah.
and you were just on the couch, like playing your phone. And I remember I got out of the shower on the top floor. I looked down the stairs and I felt something is watching me, like literally staring at me. And I just look, and I remember I just hear this creak, like, and then I heard like someone running up the stairs to me, like literally, dude. I
You scared the shit out of your dog.
I'm sorry, Chilum, but it, that's what happens to me, dude. I remember I was just watching directly at it, and there's nothing there, but it ran up to me so quick, and it just stopped on the last step, like it was right in front of me, just staring at me. And I remember I was just kind of petrified. I was just kind of
Mhm.
stuck in my steps, and I was just looking forward. But I wasn't looking at the wall. I was like looking at something in front of me, but I didn't see anything. But I knew something was there. And I remember I was just like, my brain went like, um, act like it's nothing, it will be fine. That's what my brain did automatically. And I was like, huh, cool. And I opened the door and got inside. And I told you that right after that. You remember?
Mm.
You
Yes.
you were playing Dragon Ball Legends, and I was like, dude, someone just ran up to me in the stairs. Uh, That was the moment I was like, okay, something is terribly wrong. And the footstep in the garden in the back.
Yeah, bro. I still have that pictures of them. They're
Do
huge.
you?
Shit. I still have them. Yes, I still have them,
You should
bro.
edit those photos in the video that we're gonna upload and just put them when we talk about.
I'll put it in there because
Yeah,
these shits were like huge. Wait,
that
actually, do
was
you?
like,
I think. Wait. Let's talk about the thing from the woods that you guys saw and I
oh
couldn't
my
see.
god, dude.
I know.
Th-
Okay, wait. Can I just say that I've known you for more than 5 years now? I'm guessing almost to 6 years. And let me tell you, when I saw you petrified, the moment even that you had tears in your eyes because you saw something, that shit scared me because I couldn't see it.
Dude,
You saw it, I couldn't see it,
dude,
so
I
that
was,
freaked me out.
dude, just thinking about it, my speech change. Like I get shivers all over my spine and I start tearing up just thinking about it. I'm not even joking. Dude, I was so scared. I was so I was never scared like that in my life and I'm I'm usually fascinated by those things. But the moment you said you can't see it and it looked, dude. So the thing that I've seen, we were out having a smoke on the balcony.
Mhm.
Shit, I'm tearing up just thinking about it, dude.
Fuck.
Not even joking. We were sitting on the balcony, and so you need to understand that the place we were in was in the middle of the woods on a hill.
Mhm.
We rented a big 2 stories house, very very old house in the middle of the woods in Nesotagen in Norway. It's like an hour away from Oslo by a boat. Um, and it was like wooded area with a lake, and it was just freezing. Like you couldn't see anything. There's no light up there, unless
In
it's
the
from
area of the woods, in the
yeah,
area of the woods, there was no light in there.
unless it's
Yeah.
from our house or something like that. But there was no light, and I remember we were having a smoke, we were having a laugh about something, and then I remember I felt like something's not right. You know, when you get that feeling like you're being like preyed on,
Hmm.
like you're a prey.
Yeah,
The,
yeah, yeah.
I felt that so strong, and I remember I was looking at the woods, but I wasn't looking like down the woods. I was looking like our height, which we were pretty high up on that
Yeah,
balcony,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and between those huge, massive trees, I remember I see just a figure, and it's not like just standing there. It's like checking us out, like doing this, really looking at us and examining. And I can see the hair like
Hmm.
floof around in the wind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I look at it and I'm just like, is that a person over there? And you were like, where? And I'm pointing.
Wait, it was you and Vladi that saw that person. I couldn't see it because
That's the
I
thing.
don't know.
Vladi was like, it took some time, but then when I actually pointed it out, like clear as day, he's right there. He's just standing and looking at us.
Mm.
It was like, oh yeah, I see it. But that thing was like, he was around 9 feet tall, 10 feet tall. That wasn't like a small human just standing there. It wasn't, and it was pitch black in the middle of the woods. There's wild animals up there. No light, no candles, no flashlights, nothing. He was just standing there and staring us down like that.
I think he was there. I don't know how long, but I remember what you guys kept saying that he was still there, and it's been like an hour,
Dude, he
and
was
he was
still
still
there
there.
even when we get back into the house because I felt like that if we stay any longer outside, we're gonna die. And I'm not
Actually,
even joking.
actually, I did the fucking white man movie kind of stuff, and I walked up to
Oh,
it
dude,
like
you
and told my
literally, you were the whitest motherfucker on earth on that second, dude. You were like,
because you got
what?
me so
Where?
curious.
And you just
No,
went towards it, like straight
okay,
towards it.
because
And I'm just like, what
listen,
the
if
fuck are you doing?
I mean, listen, if I see you guys like see something, and I'm here, I cannot see it. It pisses me off because I want to see it also. I saw in every direction. Nothing was there for me. So I had to go down the balcony, walk towards it. Like, I think I was like, what, like a couple feet away from the lake. And I
Dude,
kept trying.
you were like 30 feet away from it and you didn't see it.
Yes, because I don't know. Maybe it was pitch black. Maybe you just had better vision than me. I
Dude,
didn't see it.
I can't see. If I look to my kitchen right now, I see everything blurry. That's how bad my vision is. You don't even understand. But I've seen it clear as day. I've seen it like it was daylight outside. I've seen it. It was a big, massive, dude, massive. I've never seen something so big in my life. Silhouette of a man.
Pause on that. Pause on
I don't
that.
want you to talk about your genitals. Now, dude, it was It was preposterous. And the day after that, we found a big footprint, and you were like, "Dude, it's Bigfoot," and I was like, "Nah, dude."
I actually thought it was Bigfoot. I actually was thinking like, oh, it might be Bigfoot. Why not? In fucking Norway. Come on. Now the
In
thing, the
Norway, the
one that's
legend is the Yeti, most likely, but it's kind of the same species.
oh wait. So that figure was scary, but you know what freaked me that freaked me out the most. Okay, so just to let you guys know, there were these statues that we had that this place had. It was like a
Oh,
cat statue.
fuck, man.
And let me tell you, that stuff was heavy as shit. Like, I don't know, I cannot say like 10 kg. It was heavy as shit. So picking it up was hard. And I think it was facing like towards like the dining area.
So
But
the
we
first
felt
time we've seen
uncomfortable.
it was the cat. So we had a babushka. The babushka
Yeah,
was facing like the dining area in the kitchen, and the cat was like facing the chairs. We had like a couch there.
yeah. And from that on, we felt uncomfortable with it because I don't know. We personally thought it was bad luck or I don't know, something fucked up. So
No, Vladdy said
uh,
that. Vladdy said that the black cats are very bad luck, and I don't think so because I like black animals. I mean, you can see, but you, we actually had a cat run there, and he was a black cat, just in the
yeah,
snow,
yeah,
minus 20 degrees. The cat is just like hunting pigeons.
it was haunting. No, I thought it was more like the babushka that he was talking about. But after that, he decided to make the babushka face the wall,
Hmm.
and the black cat face the corner
Yeah,
because the wind.
face
So
the
the
window.
black cat was the wind. So the black cat was right there, and there was this corner right here where the windows were. So we
Yeah,
made it face the corner. So I don't know how long it took. I think it was like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. I think we went back outside the balcony or something like that. We came back inside and we just see the black cat facing again towards the direction of the dining area.
yeah, he
The
totally
babushka was still
shifted.
facing the wall. That's when I fucking got scared because I was like, hold up. The, either if it's a poltergeist, that motherfucker is powerful because
Yeah,
picking it
that's
up and
heavy
turning it,
shit.
that is fucking heavy.
That is
Like I don't
really
know what
heavy.
it was.
But
That freaked me out.
dude, I remember we were sitting at the. You remember when we were sitting at the table and I made like the pork belly and all that shit, and we were sitting and eating,
Delicious, of course.
and we were making jokes a lot of the time, so we can like not think about all that stuff that's going on right now.
Mhm.
And there was like a, like we heard something shifted, and we looked around,
Yeah.
and it was nothing. But then when I remember you just got petrified. You couldn't talk. You were literally looking at the black cat, and you were just like stuck in your place. And I was like, "What's wrong?" And I see where you look like, and the black cat literally just turns around to us, and I'm just like, "Okay, what the
Bro,
actual fuck is going on right now?"
oh, bro, I felt like I was in a movie, bro. I don't know, but that shit fucked me up because seeing it with your own eyes,
It's
that shit
something
is.
totally different, dude. We've been studying paranormal activity for I don't know how many years. We watched every fucking video on the internet for those stuff.
We joked around with it. We fucking did all our research, and then when you see it, like we fucked around with it, we laughed and all that stuff and cracked jokes. But when you see it face to face,
It's a all
or
different story, yeah.
it's a whole different story.
It's
Like all our manliness went away, bro.
yeah, we became from like, oh yeah, nothing can scare us, to just seeing that statue just goes whoosh on its own, and we were just like, okay, I need to wear like little pigtails. That's fucking.
if the thing is, the funny thing is because me and you, every time we said we wanted to like go travel and all that stuff, we wanted to go check out paranormal places like
Yeah,
haunted areas.
we
We were so confident. We were like, we would check
dude,
the
we
shit
wanted to
out of
go to the abandoned church in the middle of the fucking woods in Norway.
it. It was the most dangerous place ever. It said literally, do not go there. That's
And we were
but we
like,
want
yeah, we're gonna go there, like stupid fucking idiots.
we couldn't even stand our own. No, I think what creeped me. Okay, let me tell you something. I would have more balls going to a haunted place just to like explore, but then go back home to my safety than having the ghost chill at my place in my area. And the things that we saw, because that black figure that was chilling in the woods was not something that I wanted to deal with at all. I don't know what you guys saw, but I didn't want to deal with
That's
it.
the thing, you didn't see it. But the thing is, you remember when we went back in the house? Uh, Again, middle of the woods, middle of the night, no light whatsoever. And we
Mm.
went upstairs, and we heard that crackling in the walls. And then I looked out the window. You remember me just being completely unmovable? Like I was
Mm.
petrified out of my pants, dude. I almost shit myself. I told you guys, like, it's out there. It's out there. It's looking at us. It's looking up now. Like, literally looking up. And it was huge, man. It was, I don't know what that was. It was the biggest, I don't know, human animal that I've ever seen in my life. And I was petrified, dude. I started crying. You remember that?
Yeah,
Um,
that's the thing that freaked me out because that's the thing. I've known you for so long that I knew that you crying is a ultra rare occasion. It's very rare to happen. So imagine me standing beside you and I see that little ass teardrop. I was like, okay,
yeah,
hold up.
that's a whole different level. And Vladi is like getting his little pocket knife, like that's gonna fucking do something. This thing could crush him with his both hands, just like this, like grab him.
But
Tough.
how tall was it? If you say 10 feet,
Dude, it
let's
was between 9 to 10 feet tall, not
because 9 to
even
10 feet, you know
joking,
that's
bro.
that's like 3 times my height. Like no, not three, like three me's. Like put me stacked up.
Dude,
That's what like
I'm 5'9", okay? I'm 5'9". This thing was towering over me by a mile, bro. If it was like right in front of me, I would look at it like this. Literally, I was like reaching his mid belly. Something,
that's how fucking tall he is. God damn.
dude. I'm not even joking. And his hair just flapping in the wind, but he's not doing anything except examine the house. He's examining us, our behavior. It was like it's studying us. It was just looking like a, like a reptilian kind of creature. I don't know, dude. I've seen that shit, and I'm so into cryptics, but I know this stuff is like so in the, thinnest of like another dimension, another reality that I'm just like, okay, cryptics, cool. I love the subject, but come on, man. But I've seen this thing, and what scared me the most is that you didn't.
Yeah, that's the thing that
That
fucked me
fucked
up
me up.
because yeah, because no, you and Vladi saw everything. I couldn't see it and I didn't know what it was, so that's why I got fucking weirded out by
Yeah.
it. I even went out and checked it out. Saw nothing.
Mm.
I think wait, if we're talking about this, you know what else that fucked me up? Was me and Vladi went to the bar and you stayed home by yourself.
Oh,
That
that's a
shit,
story. That's a freaking story. Let me just answer a
bro.
comment right here. Yes, Eleonore, I'm 5'9". You're taller than me, probably. If I remember correctly, you're like 6'1" or something like that. You're freaking big.
But I thought
Um,
you were 6'1", not gonna lie.
no, did you see me in real life?
I know, and I'm shorter than you. That's sad.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
For me, it
In
does.
that situation, my height gave me nothing. So
But
listen to this. Listen to this story. Go on.
okay, so this is actually perfect because I'll tell you my point of view, and you can say your point of view because it's two different point of views we have there.
That's actually a fucking great idea. So I think I should start with my point of view because I was in the house.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
what happened. So
experienced
yeah,
most of it. So
go for it.
here's the thing. One night, when we were in Norway, I didn't feel like going out. They were like, "Yeah, we want to go to a bar and stuff like that," and I was like, "Nah, I want to stay at home." Um, Now this place is mad haunted, and I know you guys just left and everything was fine. Literally,
We
everything
wanted to
was.
go for a drink. We wanted to go for a drink,
Yeah,
and you said you wanted to stay at home, so we were like, yeah, sure,
yeah, I
fuck it.
was fucking tired, dude, and they just blocked my credit card. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah, they blocked your credit card, so.
And I couldn't pay for anything, and I was bummed out about it.
Well, I wanted to pay for you, but you just didn't want to
Yeah,
anymore.
I
So
know, but I wanted to pay a A5 Viagra for you, and you didn't want it, so you get my point.
fair enough.
And so I was just literally sitting on the couch. Now there was a couch right, like, okay, let's just say this is a room. There was a couch right here. There was big windows here, a library, a room, and another room inside of that room. And I was just laying right here. So I was just playing some Dragon Ball Legends, man. I didn't really do anything really. And then I'm like, you guys left, and it was like what, 5 to 10 minutes since you leave. And then
Yes.
I heard like the door downstairs opened, and I heard you and Vladi talking to each other like, yeah, yeah, dude, I'm just gonna go to the kitchen for a second. I'll wait for you. And then I heard someone comes up the stairs. So I was like, oh wow, why are they back? Did they forgot something? Maybe Vladi forgot his wallet. You forgot something. I didn't know. So I went downstairs and I was like, yo guys, what are you doing here? Like, what's going on? No one, dude, no one. The door was open, like flinging like that in the snow. No one in the house. And I was just like, okay, this is okay. So I went out upstairs. I took Vladi's knife, right? Because the door was open.
Mm.
You guys locked it when you left.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a key. And I went downstairs with the knife, and I remember I closed the door and I turned all the lights on. And I was prepared, dude. I was prepared to be like, it's me or him, bro. It's me or him. Like, it's probably me, but you know. And there was no one in the house. No one in the freaking house. And I was so confused, man. So I called you guys. Like,
Wait, no, I called you. I remember I called you
oh,
because I
right.
think yeah you were still like I think I don't know, but I think
No,
when
no,
you
no,
told me
no.
earlier,
You called me because I went upstairs and I was like, okay, this is weird. So I closed the door behind me and I started playing Dragon Ball Legends again because I wanted to get the Ultra that you didn't have back in the day. And I got it before you, so props, bro. But, so I was still playing Dragon Ball Legends, and then you called me and
Mhm.
you were like, yo, dude, well, you coming down to the bar and shit like that? And I was like, yo, were you guys just at home like a few seconds ago? And you were like, no, what's up? And I told you like, I don't know, dude. Someone flinked the door open, and the door was open, and I heard you guys talking, and I don't know, man. Something came into the house, but there was nothing there, and you got stressed from
Yeah,
these things.
yeah that I think this is my point of view at this
Yeah,
because when you told me that I got stressed the fuck out. All right, so I didn't like that one bit that you heard me and Vladi talk, and we opened the door even
that
though
was
we were
so
not even
weird.
there.
That was like it was your voices, but it kind of sounded robotic in a way. You know, like it's not really you guys, but it was your voices, like a skinwalker.
Disorientated, more like disorientated.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
mean?
like a skinwalker videos that you see on the internet, stuff like
Mm.
that. I was so confused, dude. I was like, what? And I did the white man and went down there, but like,
But you didn't
what?
know. You didn't know.
What else could I do? I was on the top floor. I was trapped there. If I didn't do anything, I couldn't do anything. So yeah, you called me, and from this point on, I think your point of view is way giving more information
Yeah,
than mine.
I think that I think there was this one part that freaked me the fuck out because after when I called you and told us that, I think I left the call and I told Vladdy like, "Yo, we need to go back like instantly," because I was worried about your safety and what was gonna happen. So I kept telling Vladdy we need to go, but he kept saying, "Yeah, maybe it's nothing. It cannot be anything. He has my knife and all that stuff." And I'm like, "Bro, a knife is not gonna do shit."
The little fucking anti knife that he bought.
He said it's a great protective knife, and
I don't
I
know how to use a
really am,
knife, bro. I know how to cook. That's about it.
but so I really was like stressed the fuck out. And I was like, no, fuck this. I paid for the drinks and we booked it towards the place. This is what freaked me the fuck out because that is the moment where I thought either I was hallucinating or something else. Because when me and Vladdy we were walking, or speed walking towards the place, from afar you can see the top floor,
Hmm.
where the
Yeah,
windows were open and
where I
everything, so
was
you
sitting.
can
Yeah.
see. Yeah, where you were sitting. What freaked me out, I saw someone there and I thought it was me because it looked like me. And I was like, that fucked me up because I kept telling Vladdy, hey yo, who's that person standing at the window? Because
Wait,
first I thought it was you.
when you saw yourself, how did you see it? Like what? Did he add colors? What did he like?
Bro, I don't know, bro. It's like because it's like the light is behind it, so everything forward is dark automatically. It's like if I take now my flashlight and I point it behind me, you'll see most likely everything in front of me dark. So I couldn't really see anything except the figure, the hair, and most likely a little bit of the face. I I was 100% confident it was me because even when I told Vladi this, he said, I think that's you. So that's why we started sprinting towards you as fast as possible. We unlocked the door. I sprinted upstairs, and I just saw you laying down on the couch playing Dragon Ball Legends.
Dude, I
But I
was chilling, bro. I was just like, oh yeah, bro. I'm good, bro. And you guys just rammed in like, where is he? Where is he? And I was like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like,
bro, it's not something you see every time because I told you, did you see something? And I think I don't know if you told me like you saw something at the corner of your eye. I
I
don't know what
I
to call
always every time since we got into that house. Now the first day I slept like a baby, bro. Was the best sleep of my life. Second day was okay. Something disturbed Vladi in the middle of his sleep and he started talking. And on the third day we couldn't sleep. Me and Vladi didn't sleep since the third day. We've been there for 2.5 weeks. We couldn't sleep. And I'll tell you a story after you finish this one because, oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
No, there's. I mean, to be honest, there's nothing more that I could have said. It's just that I felt. I thought my best friend is gonna die, so I fucking came running. Bro, Vladdy was like, why are you running? Like, why are you running?" And I'm like, "Bro,
No,
that's my friend in
because
danger."
I always seen something in the corner of my eye over there,
Hmm.
but when you barged in, it completely vanished, and you were so frantic and hysterical,
Hmm.
and I didn't know how to react. I was just like, thanks. And you remember at that moment we heard shit from downstairs again,
Yeah,
and we
that's
went downstairs, and all the statues were just facing the doors, like looking at us dead in the eyes, and we were just like, how, how does a
like
10 kg statue moves by itself over and over and over again?
just to let you guys know again, the statues we made them face the corner and the wall. It was the babushka faced the wall, the black cow was facing the corner, and we had a rocking chair. I completely forgot about that
I
shitty rocking
remember,
chair.
dude, you were sleeping on the couch when Bloody made food.
Hmm.
I fell asleep on the rocking chair, and I felt like someone was pushing me, like doing this.
Bro, stop! I said one of us is gonna fucking get it, and
But
you're.
at some point in this trip, dude, I just didn't want to talk about it anymore because we were so hysterical. Each night that we returned home from Oslo,
Hmm.
we were just frantic because shit was going on as soon as we walked through the door.
That fucked me. That's what fucked me up. It's every time when we came back.
Dude,
Every time we came back, something happened.
there's so much shit that me and Vladi heard that we didn't tell you about.
Yeah,
Sometimes
because I was sleeping alone.
you were
Just
sleeping alone and shit like
yeah,
that. And
we
I,
had you guys had the bed, the room. You
yeah,
guys shared two beds, and I had my own room. I was by
I just,
myself. And wait, can I just say my room was the creepiest one. I don't give a fuck, bro.
yeah, but you
I
were the best
literally.
eater in the fucking planet. We were freezing cold out there.
That is true. You know what? Suffering is greatness.
But like, I remember I told Vladi, yo, I don't think I wanna put more like load on this guy. Like he's frantic about it, and you started talking about the Dajjal and everything, and I was so confused. And so is the thing that fucked me up because it was this night that it happened to me, and I told Vladi this only when we landed back in our country because
Mm,
I knew that if I give it credibility at that spot, I'm fucked. It's gonna show itself more and more and more and more.
mm,
So the thing that happened, so me and Vladi room was going like this. There was the door here. It's like the room is like a square, and we had one bunk bed here and one bunk bed here, and there was like a shelf in the middle, and we had a curtain. You remember we had a curtain that closed the door
yeah,
because
yeah,
it
yeah,
was glass,
yeah.
and so we were trying to sleep, and we couldn't sleep. Like for I didn't know what's going on. We were super tired. We were drained from energy, and we couldn't sleep. And I remember Vladi just like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna put take some pills and I'm gonna go like pass out because he had sleeping pills with him because of his diabetes, and he passed out. And I remember I was just leaning on the side, and I heard something in the room, but I didn't want to open my eyes. But then I heard like, "Wake up!" right in my ear, "Wake up!" And I remember I just did this, and I looked in the corner of the room, right on Vlad's like foot of the bed, in the front of his bed, and I just see a person like literally doing this.
Nah, bro.
Dude, dude,
Bro, if
dude,
that happened to
dude,
me,
dude,
oh my
dude,
god.
dude, I dude, it was all black. Listen to me when I say I went to sleep with piss in my pants. I woke up the next day and I needed to take a shower because I pissed myself. No joke, bro. I was this. Yeah, and thank God you were sleeping. You would laugh at me for the rest of my life if you think that
Yeah,
shit.
I would.
Dude,
I would, not gonna lie.
dude, I remember. I just look at him and he looks at me and he's like this. He's literally like, he's crouched like this on the floor,
Was
looking
it
at
a
me.
child? Was it a
No,
child
no,
or
no,
was
it
it...
was a grown ass man, dude, but it was just a black silhouette. You couldn't see anything but black. It was no facial features, nothing, bro. And he was just standing there and he was looking at me like this.
Bro, I would be
And
fucked.
you know what made me piss my pants?
Hmm.
He stood up. This motherfucker, dude. I look at him and he's going like this. And he just stands up and his head touching the ceiling.
Do you think that was the person from the forest? Do you think it was that?
That was my thoughts at that same second, but his head was touching the dude. I'm petrified even now. You need to see. Oh my god, I'm shivering, dude. Like it was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. And I just remember, I just looked at him. I saw him stand up, and I was just like, nope. And I turned around to the wall, and I just stared at the wall like this. And I'm shaking, like I stared at the wall like this. And
Bro,
I heard from behind me, wake up, wake up. And I just like stare at the wall, 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 and Vlad is dead. Like he's on pills, bro. He doesn't know anything.
lucky motherfucker, he's just knocked the fuck out. He doesn't
Dude,
even
I was
know.
so scared. I've never been that scared in my entire life. Never. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. In that moment, I knew I fucked up.
No
I fucked up, dude.
bro, because first things first, I didn't experience that. I just kept hearing fucking noises, doors opening and closing, and I kept saying like, okay, maybe it's you guys going to the bathroom or something like that. The one thing that freaked me the fuck out, okay, just for context, basically I had a window by at the head of the bed, so basically people can really see me fucking sleeping. And the scary shit is I had a fucking mirror right in front of me, a big ass mirror, so I could
Oh, the
literally see
round
myself
one, the very vintage mirror.
with that fucking mirror
Bro.
that leaned down that you can literally see myself sleeping.
Yeah.
That shit terrified me. And let me tell you, I couldn't sleep properly from this. I felt like every time I tried to sleep, I felt like someone was like there watching. That freaked me the fuck out. And that's why I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable. I kept hearing shit every time. And I think the one time that I actually knocked myself out to sleep was when I thought I saw someone because I think I was turned like this, and I usually have my AirPods on to listen to music or something like that. But do you know when you have that feeling that someone is watching behind you and you had that shiver in your back?
Ah, yeah, that's so much in there. Yeah.
That's the thing. I fucking had it, and I just took like a quick peek, just looked at it, looked at the mirror, and I thought I saw like a black figure there. Bro, when I saw that shit, I was like, I just fucking
Bro.
went KO, bro. I didn't want to deal with that shit.
You fucking passed out.
Bro, of course. What do you want me to do? But I shit you not. I saw that shit, and it felt like I was sitting in bed, and I just see something like this, like staring at me, and I fucking saw it by the mirror. I didn't want to look behind me, and I was just like, I knocked my bro. After that, I went to sleep. I knocked myself out, so
Dude,
I didn't care.
I wish I had that mechanism in my body because when I see something terrifying, apparently I didn't know because it didn't happen to me until we were there. Apparently, I'm just so focused on it that I can't do anything else, and my body won't shut off like yours. My body would be like, There's something there, look there. There's something there, look there. There's something there, look there. And it's freaking insane, bro.
You know what, bro? This is freaking insane. That fucking noise that I heard from your mic is
Yeah, I
goddamn.
have I have a new hamster cage, and they're like in the wheel, and then we need to oil it.
That sounded fucking creepy as shit. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
That
tell me
creepy as
about
shit.
it. Imagine hearing that in the middle of the night, and I do.
What the fuck? It sounded like that shit from a movie. Like what was it called? One Missed Call or something like that. God damn.
Yeah, yeah, it's terrifying. But
Wait. Okay. Let's get to the end of the everything. So I
yeah,
left early. I left early.
dude,
So
before you left, let's go into the best detail of this vacation, bro. The house got bumped up that we left vocally. You remember? Only me and you heard that, and Vladdy was right next to us.
yeah.
And I remember we were like saying our goodbyes to Norway. We were
Hmm.
just sitting in the balcony having a smoke. Everything was fine. Goodbye, Norway. And then we hear from behind us. Oh,
That fucked me,
dude,
bro. We
me.
heard that
I
shit,
remember me and you just going like this.
bro.
And
That
Bloody
was so...
didn't heard that, and he was right next to us. Like, and the house made a noise, a vocal noise. Wait, I never heard that in my life. Not in any
bro.
YouTube video, dude. Not in anything that we looked into for the past 5 years. I never seen something like that. I never heard something like that. It was
It would.
proper
It,
insane.
it sounded like someone was fucking upset, and I was like,
Yeah, he was upset that we were leaving because we just said, uh, yeah, goodbye, Norway. It was super fun. Thanks for having us. We're gonna leave now. And the house just went, oh.
motherfucker didn't want us to leave.
They didn't want us to leave. He was so happy to torment us every single day, dude. We went out of there drained, bro.
Well,
I was so tired.
you know what? What? So cause I left early, I couldn't really hear anything after this, cause I was just completely gone. I was, I think, 1 hour. I told you that you should give the keys to the owner, but the owner's kid came here and talked to you guys. What did that boy say? What
Oh,
did
dude.
he say?
Oh, everything that the owner told us from the very beginning. What? You guys are crazy. This house is not haunted and shit like that. Oh, little kid. This guy was 6.5 feet
Yeah,
tall.
motherfucker was
It was
tall.
fucking 15, but I'm looking at him like, what the fuck, bro? And
Fucking Shaquille O'Neal.
dude, Norwegian big ass guy, okay? He just comes up and we started talk to him and be like, yeah, say like some weird stuff happened here when you were living here. And he was like, oh yeah, this place is proper haunted. And he was smiling about it. And, and he told us a story. He was like, yeah, when I was little, I was like in middle school, yeah, and I brought some friends over, yeah, and I remember they were hearing stuff at night and they were looking at like and they see stuff and they were freaking out and I was just like, yeah, that's a normal Tuesday, eh? and, I, and I just look at him like this. Really, brother? Really? You couldn't say anything since the day we came here. We saw you.
Faced him. No, I think that's why. That's, I think, the reason why this place was so cheap. Because I checked for every other place, it cost so expensive that I didn't want to waste my money on it. This was the cheapest one, and it was big as fuck. So I was like,
It was
yeah, this is great.
enormous. It was
It was
enormous. It
it
was the
was
biggest house I was in.
enormous, and I was like, okay, bro, that's kind of weird that it cost so cheap. But goddamn, when you told me like, yo, that little boy knows that place was haunted from the beginning, I was like, that
He was
bitch.
excited about it. He even stayed there after we left. He just closed the door behind him. Literally. I
I
don't know
mean, I'm
what he
guessing,
did there, but Jesus Christ.
they already experienced and they were so used to it, so they were like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I remember you were like, before the last day, you were like seeing fingers like going down the balcony and stuff. And you were freaking out. And dude,
Oh yeah, no, that was at the window that I saw that.
yeah. And you told us like, close all the lights. And me and Vladdy just looking at each other. But darkness gave them power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that. We fucking
N-
nah, bro. I
no,
wanted to hide.
Eleonore, you don't even understand the tallness of the guy that I've seen in the woods or in my room. He was literally 10 feet tall. You know what 10 feet tall is? It's like two times you, something like that. He was
No,
big as shit. It wasn't that guy. That was guy was like 6'5", 6'7", but this is a whole different story from 6'7" to 10 feet, bro. That's that's not human. There is no
that's
human that get to 10 feet tall. There's
no,
one
no.
human that reached 8.1, but he died from mild dystrophy or something like that.
That's no. I think that was still like the craziest shit ever that happened, and it was our first time vacation. Imagine our first time vacation was because no. Why do I say imagine? It fucking happens. We were like, we're gonna go in Norway, have fun. Go to Norway, they
Wow,
said. It'll be fun, they said.
what fun, bro. It's our first vacation, and I remember Vladi said that like it's because you're a Jew and you're a Muslim and you're both beacons of light, and they attracted to you guys because you was researching it for so long. And we both looked at him like, Vladi, shut the fuck up.
We didn't really give a fuck. I was like, doesn't really fucking matter.
I didn't give a fuck until I've seen that thing in my room. That was the moment that I knew I can't handle that. That was too much. That was way too much for me. Especially
That
because
was
I was the only one who's seen it. That was way
yeah.
too much for me. That almost broke me, dude.
I think that's the thing. What's the most scariest thing is that every time we saw something or we experienced something, we experienced it together. We never did it alone because,
Exactly.
but when you did it by yourself, when you saw something alone, me and him, I mean, I was asleep. Vladi was asleep. You're the only one that saw it. So yes,
It was
pretty much.
talking to me, dude. And I can't like explain to you how that voice sounded like. It, it sounded like, you know, like the Grudge, for example. She
Yeah,
has like that raspy voice, like thingy. She
yeah.
does. So imagine that, but very low frequency, and it was just like a male voice just saying, wake up," but raspiness, wake up,
Bro,
like
God fucking damn.
he smoked for a millennia, bro, like that kind of thing. Like he was growling at me, like wake up, and I was just like, fuck, fuck, bro, that was insane.
I think, God damn. So we're going back there again.
Or we're going back there again.
We're going back there again, bro. Hey, cheap place. You know what? Fuck it. At this point, might as well.
I really want to see the movie they made there after we left. She said there was coming a movie crew and stuff like that, and they're gonna do a movie in the house.
But bro, it looked fucking creepy as shit. I would do a movie in there with the books they had. The books they had, bro. Who
Bro,
was really?
they had books on Thelema, which is an Aleister Crowley creation religion. They
Yeah.
had books on the Levains. They had books on the Luciferians. Uh, 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 every satanic symbol that I've ever seen in my life or researched was in those books. Like
So do you think they
top of the
were?
line.
Do you think they were?
I
Well,
think
not
the
Satanism, but not Satanist. But do you
no
think they
this
believe?
I think I don't think the kids were involved in this. At least I don't think because he took it so lightly, like he grew up with it. But I think the mother or something in our generation, not in our generation, but in our family,
Yeah.
something did handle black magic of some sort, or at least looked into the occult in such passion that they had a whole fucking library at home.